Morning children, this is Aniruddha, Mount Literacy School Jhansi. In the previous session, we discussed about the disease cancer, and in today's session, we are going to talk about the alcoholism. Alcohol is a kind of beverage. Wine, beer, toddy, whiskey, brandy, rum, gin, arrack, these are all different types of alcohols, beverages, liquids, alcohol liquids which are found in the market. The victim of alcoholisms are known as alcoholics, as we all know about this. What are the effects of alcoholism? The cirrhosis, it's kind of disease which is caused just because of alcoholic nature, being alcoholic. Cirrhosis is a kind of disease in which the liver is completely damaged. The person loses the ability to speak, the ability of movement, thinking. There are certain reflexes which are stopped, and it damages the nerve system also. Blurred vision, loss of body balance, nausea, vomiting, headache most of the time, cirrhosis and fatty liver. These are different types of effects of alcoholism. Alcoholic polyneuritis and loss of appetite. There are certain other effects of alcoholism: cardiovascular disease, hypertension, amnesia, ulcer, pancreatic and gastritis, loss of sexual drive and necrospermia, fetal alcohol syndrome. The lady who is alcoholic and is pregnant also, the fetal development will be abrupted, will be disturbed completely. There will be certain family and social problems also with the person who is alcoholic. Effects of alcoholism on traffic accidents, as we all know, it is always written as an advisory that we never drive being drunk. So the effects: correct judgment of distance. If the person is alcoholic and has taken alcohol, that affects the correct judgment of distance, affects coordination, affects vision, often causes tunnel vision, increases reaction time, affects behavior. These are all just because of alcoholism. De-alcoholism, that requires medical treatment, social methods of treatment such as group therapy, aversion therapy, behavioral treatments. These are all different types of measures that a person can acquire just to get rid of alcoholism. The next point is smoking. Smoking causes cancer, as most of the ads and in the advisories, it is always written smoking causes cancer. Apart from cancer, smoking is also hazardous for different kinds of parts of the body, for different parts of the body, and for the thinking of brain also. Tobacco is smoked, chewed, or used as snuff. Tobacco contains nicotine, a kind of alkaloid, which stimulates adrenal gland to release adrenaline, and noradrenaline which causes a high blood pressure and heart rate. Smoking causes cancer of lung, urinary bladder and throat, bronchitis, emphysema, coronary heart disease, gastric ulcers, etc. Tobacco chewing causes oral cancers. Smoking increases carbon monoxide content in blood and reduces oxyhemoglobin in blood, and the supply of oxygen inside the body is completely disturbed. This causes O2 deficiency in body. Now, with this alcoholism and smoking, one more topic is related, that is adolescence and drugs. Adolescence is a period, or you can say it's a process during which a child becomes mature in terms of his or her attitude and beliefs for effective participation in society. Adolescence is a bridge linking childhood and adulthood, the period of 12 to 18 years of age. That means the teen age. It is very vulnerable phase of mental and psychological development of a child. Why a person becomes alcoholic, and why mostly in the phase of adolescence period? The causes of drug and alcohol use in adolescence period. It is just because of curiosity, just to know about something, just to get to know about something. At that age, we become so much curious to know about things. Need for adventure, and we are mostly excited at the time of adolescence, just to know about everything, just to touch everything, just to experience everything. We do the experimentation in that period. Sometimes if we have problems, it gives us pleasure. Just to escape from facing problems, we get into it. Stress from pressure to excel in academics or examination. And this pressure is very high in the children of teen age. The impact of television, movies, newspapers, and nowadays most of time through internets, the children get the experience. They become affected just because of the things which come on television, the things which are shown in movies, the things which are printed on newspapers, and the things which are posted on internets. Unstable or unsupportive family is also one of the problems of alcohol abuse in adolescence period. Addiction and dependency. Addiction, a psychological attachment. When a person takes alcohol or takes smoking, that gives the person, for a little while, for a temporary period of time, a kind of good feeling or euphoria, you may say. It's a kind of temporary feeling of well-being. And the person becomes conditioned or attached towards this psychological feature of alcohol and drugs. With repeated use of drugs, the tolerance level of the receptors which are found inside our body, the tolerance level of those receptors increases. Thus, receptors respond only when the higher doses are given to that person, or the higher doses are taken. This is known as addiction. What are the effects of alcohol abuse? The child may show some reckless behavior, vandalism, and violence. He may go against everyone. Coma may be death due to respiratory failure, heart failure, or cerebral hemorrhage. Drugs plus alcohol leads to death. Drop in academic performance, unexplained absence from school, nobody knows about it, what is going on. Lack of interest in personal hygiene, withdrawal from the society, and mostly the isolation. The person is found alone and leaves his group, his company, his friends, and the family, relatives. This kind of behavior is shown by the children or the people of that age who are alcoholic or are involved in drugs. There may be depression, fatigue, aggressiveness, rebellion behavior, deteriorating relationships between family and friends, loss of interest in hobbies, change in sleeping and eating habits, fluctuations in weight and appetite, etc. Social problems like stealing, When the person doesn't get the required amount of alcohol and drug, he starts stealing. Also, there are certain other behaviors also attached with it, such as sexual contacts, which spread the infectious diseases like AIDS and hepatitis B. Damage of nervous system and cirrhosis. Use of drugs and alcohol by pregnant women adversely affects the fetus. Misuse of drugs by athletes. Narcotic analgesics, anabolic steroids, diuretics, and some hormones to increase muscle strength and bulk and to promote aggressiveness. Side effects of anabolic steroid abuse. The person may be found with acne on face, increased aggressiveness, mood swings instantly, and depression, reduced testicles, decreased sperm count or production, kidney and liver dysfunction, breast enlargement, premature baldness, enlargement of the prostate gland. These are all different kinds of problems or side effects of anabolic steroid abuse in male. Side effects of anabolic steroid abuse in females. The female may develop features like a male, that means masculinization, increased aggressiveness, mood swings, depression, excessive hair on face and body, abnormal menstrual cycle, deepening of voice, enlargement of clitoris. These are all features of a person who is taking drugs regularly. In the adolescence, male and female, severe facial and body acne, premature closure of the growth centers of the long bones resulting in stunted growth. Prevention and control. Avoid undue peer pressure. Education and counseling is very important for children. Help from parents and peers. Looking for danger signs. Seeking professional medical help as and when required instantly. Psychologists, psychiatrists. De-addiction and rehabilitation programs are very important to control and prevent the drug abuse in children. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.